You know, I've been asking that for months.
It's a streaming service.
But what does it stream?
Videos.
Oh.
Are we unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was waiting for
Yes.
Facebook.
15 minutes with.
I mean, that would just
Under the
repeat.
collar? I mean,
Probably.
We're just gonna fix ourselves and.
It's fine. We're fine.
on the internet.
There you go. That's better.
Oh, should I
No.
button up here and just be...
Oh my god. Hi!
Oh my gosh! Wow! This is episode 17 of season 8. Wow!
You know,
are we breezing by these? Or
We
is it
are.
me?
And you know what? We've actually been doing this for over 7 years now because my memories popped up and we had Fefe O'Hara on tonight 7 years ago.
Whoa!
Right. 7 years ago is when we had Fefe O'Hara on. If you can believe that shit.
And to believe we had like big names.
I know. Now
when
we
we
happened?
first started.
And now we.
Hey! Hey!
You know what? We like to give like time to the little people as well, so that they can feel special.
You called me skinty.
No.
Oh.
Huh?
He said to the little people, so I took it as that I was skinny.
Oh.
But as
to each
he,
their own. To
clarify,
each their own.
I'm not skinny. I'm just small.
You know,
Little.
trans guys tend to be a little bit littler than. This is what.
Who's trans?
Nobody. I'm not.
Weird.
Anyway, so
So
I guess for more than 7 years. Jesus.
I know.
Wow.
So if it's been 7 years, why is it season 8? Are you guys like Shonda
it
Rhimes or something?
kinda
that you just
overlaps.
It kind of right.
It's kind of like school years.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of overlap.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
It must be blurry
I was
again.
gonna say, do
Hold
we
on.
need to clean the? Do we need to clean the camera?
Francis, check your eyes, girl. Just kidding. You
Mm.
look great. You've never looked better.
Oh, that sounds
I
like when my
don't-
grandma's lying to me. Oh, well.
I don't know that you need to go quite that far, but you know
Wow.
what? It's cool.
Well, since we're here, we're more than just the gossip. it's the issues that matter most to you. Not necessarily my face, but
You know?
this is your Wednesday night conversation. This is Let's Have a Fefe. Don't laugh at that. That wasn't funny.
I'm gonna be like super serious.
Me too. This is very serious business, you know.
I'm Felicia Minor.
And I am Freddy Prinze Charming.
And this is 2020.
Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe.
Can we at least be like frontline? Because that's like really on the hard pressing issues
This is true.
that affect our world.
Ooh.
Frontline.
Ooh.
PBS.
Ooh.
This is true.
Oh, they get sponsors. Can we
They
get
do.
sponsors?
Well, I mean, you kind of have sponsors.
Oh, let's.
We do kind of have
Who
sponsors.
are they?
Oh, we're brought to you by Wigs of a Con and the Burly Barber. But tonight's guest is. That was horrible.
I'm just helping out.
Terrible. It's
I'm just
awful.
helping
This
out.
show is
Mhm.
all over the place.
Oh my
I can't wait
God.
to listen to this later.
Oh,
Our guest tonight is gay male entertainer of America,
Yes.
Teddy Michael.
You did it. I'm not really clapping for myself. I'm clapping
I'm clapping.
because...
He's probably clapping because I
Yes.
thought I was gonna fuck that shit up. I always
But
fuck
you
up
didn't.
everybody's shit.
Good for you.
No, Brooklyn is the one that always. Her fucking title is
I got it, though.
Okay, ready?
Legendary, professional, female impersonator of America.
Wow.
Not me. Not me.
I'd pay to see that.
Not me. Oh, no.
We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Share this episode. And if there's some Trump supporters, I have some.
We
things-
welcome everyone, but just keep it to yourself.
No, I'm welcoming them.
We like-
We're gonna have a discussion about that later.
I'm gonna head out. I can't go anywhere.
No, you
They
can't.
flanked
Sorry.
me.
Sorry.
So I'm-
This is an intentional trap
Yep.
here.
Our guests can't go anywhere once they're in. They're in. That's how that works.
And the room is
No.
not big enough
Nope.
for
You
them
got nowhere to
stay.
go. Nowhere to go.
You're
Sorry.
welcome.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
Not the room.
We
the
also
studio.
love the support of the folks on Patreon. We've got Joan, Leanne, Allison, Corey, and Carrie, Bess, Brandon, Casey Starr, and Patricia Mason. If you'd like to support us, you can. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fifi.
Wow. What'd you do this weekend?
So,
I feel like
we spent most of the weekend together, I think, except for Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Friday we had Drag Bingo and Cats.
Which was another hilarious
Oh my god.
These
old ladies. So, they call themselves now the Sun City Sinners. And these...
So, we need to
Do they have, like, jackets?
I told them they need to make shirts. I told them they need to get
merch. I would wear that.
Seriously.
Sun City Centers.
All these old broads keep coming down for Cat Bingo, and they are rowdy, and they are drunk, and it's fucking brilliant.
If Grey Goose Granny comes with Kim, and the Sun City Sinners come all at one time, we'll have
God, I can't. Oh my god, you'd have Kim sitting there trying to pour out of an empty bottle.
Mm-hmm.
The Sun City Sinners, like,
drinking White Claw and
Michelob Light or whatever, Miller Light out of their purse and shit. Oh my god, yeah.
God. Ooh. That sounds disgusting.
That was Friday night. Friday morning, I actually had a photo shoot that Teddy was actually a part of, but on Saturday. And it's with he's a Flagstaff-based
leather worker.
He's a
leather artisan.
There you go, leather artisan.
Ooh, I like that.
Isn't that nice?
That was
off the
cute.
top.
Yes. Rob Arngard.
If you need business cards, I'm down here.
Is creating. He has a line of leather, all the things, harnesses, whatever. And he calls it Arnie Gear. So he had a bunch of folks of all different shapes, sizes, colors, all the things, model pieces of his line that he's going to be sort of doing a bigger launch of. And that was super cool to be a part of. I'm really excited. He's got some amazing ideas for where he wants the line to go and what he wants to do with it. He's a super awesome guy, and everything is so inclusive. So keep an eye out for the pictures from that. And if you need some new leather gear, what's
it called?
Arnie Gear.
ARNEGEAR. Arnie Gear.
Isn't his website? I think some of the photos from the shoot, the part of the goal is to have those on his website as actually modeling those particular pieces, so you can kind of see how they would fit on you or someone with a similar shape and build to you as well. So that was pretty cool. And
ARNEGEAR.
Like that?
No.
GEAR.
Gear.
There you go.
One word?
Yeah.
He's on
Did I not spell it right?
No, that's him. No, that's him. But if you look
Talk amongst yourselves.
Anyway.
I was trying to share it, that's why.
So, I'll find it. Yes. So that was really, really cool, and I'm really excited for that to keep going. And then on Saturday, I was at C7, where Espresso was taking over for LC, who was in San Diego. And if you weren't there, you missed me dumping pretty much an entire tray of shots all over myself. Because
what?
I was trying to balance the tray, and like I'm passing it down the line, and everybody took it from one side, so it became. I felt it starting to go, and I tried to catch it, and it just bloop all over.
Wow.
The things we miss.
Yeah, but it was interesting. The crowd was interesting. I have to say, what I don't understand, and I guess this is something like, okay, most people have been to a drag show at this point. If you don't, you have friends that have been to a drag show. So why don't people educate people on drag show etiquette? Because, like, if you have people performing, sit your ass down. You're not going to get up and fucking dance and shit. Like, can you not? Like,
what if they really like your jam?
I don't give a fuck.
What if they're just really into what you're doing and they want to do it too?
No.
At the same time.
Right.
While you're doing it.
No.
In the same space.
No. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. And then on Sunday, Felicia and I were back at C7. We
Barely.
were helping Serotonin out with her fundraiser for the Pride Scholarship Fund. What was interesting is that Felicia and I were both broken. I tweaked my back, breathing. And then Felicia got a massage that was too deep or something. I don't know. And
Why are you discount? Why?
and
Hold
then
the fuck up. White privilege shut down.
White privilege. I didn't get a massage. And be like,
got a
my
massage.
deep tissue massage was too deep, and it just.
Well, why you discount my life? Oh my god! Like, oh my god!
Tell us your truth.
Oh my god!
Tell us
So
what happened.
I went and got a deep massage, but I thought it was the regular guy that usually does my massage.
Oh, his name was Sven. And he was
So then-
So it's
mad.
a different person.
I walk in and I'm like, oh, I like deep massage, and it's this guy that looks like he's been playing football like all his
He
life.
went deep, huh?
And he said, oh, there's some stuff.
He went down to the table.
And I was like, I walked out of there, I was like, oh, wow. And then I woke up, and I was like, I could barely move my arm. Like, it was stuck. And so I'm like texting with one hand. I'm like, I know this sounds really terrible, but I'm going to send it anyway. I got a massage, and I'm not moving. And so then I just took some pills.
You know what? Good for you.
And it was,
Good for
but
you,
it was,
sis.
it was interesting because at one point, like, balls fell off the table, and we're both trying to get them, and we're both just like,
But
trying
I thought I was a hero because
Uh.
I said, oh, I took a pain reliever. I'm good. I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I don't really feel any pain right now. And then so I said, oh, look, the ball dropped. And I went, oh.
Yep.
It took me 5 minutes to get up.
Yeah.
And I was crying.
Yeah.
I was like in tears. I was like,
Wow.
oh my god, can I die?
Did
right
you
now?
put on like a asymmetrical bob wig and like call and complain afterwards about your massage?
No, I had an
Get
afro
you a
on.
credit.
I had an afro on. They
Oh,
wouldn't have
okay.
believed me.
Oh yeah, very that. All right, fair enough.
But we were able to help Serotonin surpass her goal of the 2,000. So that
why am I
was good.
clapping? Nobody else is in here clapping.
In-
No, we're done. We're done clapping.
So what's really cool though is that she managed to hit the
No
goal
way, I'm
in 4 weeks. She won 4 weeks ago.
Okay, we're gonna
No,
clap.
we're clap.
We're gonna clap
We're gonna clap for
because
that.
shit's hard. So
Yeah.
we're gonna. Oh,
She's done more in 4 weeks than a lot of people have done in 4 months.
sis.
Don't give me.
I'm just saying. I'm just
You know what?
saying.
I came on here today and I said, you know what? We're gonna be positive today,
That was positive.
And we're
She's
gonna-
done an amazing thing.
and
That
we
was
won't be
positive.
even slightly shady. And here you go.
It wasn't shady.
Oh, just me. Okay. Sorry, genetic predisposition.
So what did you do, Felicia, other than the stuff that you did with me?
Photo shoot with Patricia Mason.
Ooh.
Yes. And the blue light's my favorite. But I tried not to use it until the end. But I think she fell in love with the blue light as well.
Y'all was like Kmart in there.
No, that's a red light.
No, blue light.
It's a blue light
is
special at Kmart.
Red
Wrong
light special.
district.
Red light special is
Bougie.
something completely different.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
you need a life alert. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. And this is not the first time my back's gone out and I've done drag either. So
And I was broken, so I'm like, I can't.
no, he just stared at me the whole time.
Yep, I'm like, I can't bend down and help you. I'm sorry.
And then Sarah's just laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nobody was helping you.
no. I was like stuck down there. I was like,
I'm like, well, you'll come up eventually. It'll be
I'm
fine.
like, just
You
keep
should
calling.
just stay down there.
It'll be fine.
Keep calling numbers. You drop another one, I'll be down.
just stay down there. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I got a haircut, got a massage.
Well, I got mine done on Thursday.
We'll just make sure that guy is not my masseuse the next time.
Or that now that you're appropriately broken in, maybe you can handle the extra next time.
Or be more specific on, what you want and don't want.
Yeah, I thought I wanted that, but then I walked out of there and I was like,
You know what? It is your prerogative to change your mind. Even
You
halfway
can change
through.
your mind whenever you want.
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
Look at us getting educated.
What did you do this weekend?
Nothing that we did.
None of the things. Photo shoots on Saturday morning for
Not the
Arnie
worst
Gear. Yes. He was booked solid for Friday, which was fine. What did I do? Hold on, let me get my little calendar. My life.
Oh,
is,
we got sushi. I forgot.
Oh, that's right. We did get sushi.
And then Ish showed up.
He did. Bless
and
his
tried to
heart.
pretend he didn't know us.
No, he thought that
What?
we were pretending that we did not know him, when in fact,
Sit on the other side. We're
We
like,
did
you,
know
you
him.
can sit there if you want. Like, he's like, well, I didn't know if you guys were leaving. It's like, you can sit
I'm like,
with us,
no,
it's
you can
okay."
sit here. We can move this purse. You
Right.
can sit So yes, we did that, and then also on Saturday evening, I went to Stacy's at Melrose for Mr. Phoenix Pride Gray Matter's last fundraiser. It was
Is that the finale?
I
Before the
guess.
finale?
the pre-finale.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. A couple of BDSM and kink demos, a little bit of drag, some auction items, a little mini fashion show as well. It was a menagerie of excitement
How come I posted
and entertainment.
That's good.
So yes, after that I went and supported a couple of other events.
Not at C7.
I did not, because I was wore out.
Not at C7.
I was wore out.
Why
You
didn't
would
you
have
go
had
there
a
first?
hilariously good time.
Because Gray's event was over at 8 o'clock. Yours didn't start until 10:30. You know
You could've
me.
taken a fucking nap.
Oh,
I don't
in
understand what the problem is.
No, you know me. I'm very much so, like, if I go to the house and
So
I
you
say,
were already out. Why didn't you go to C7?
because I went to
Mhm.
Boycott
Mhm.
for Ab Fabulous,
Mm.
and then afterwards I stopped at The Rock.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I was done at The Rock and I walked back up to Stacy's to get my vehicle, my body said, no. And I said, you win.
Mm.
So I went to the house.
Mm.
I made it home by 10 o'clock.
Mm.
Your stuff wasn't even starting.
Mm.
Sorry. I'm not
It's
a waiter.
fine.
I don't like to wait.
I think they prefer server.
That's horrible.
Dad jokes are us. Ladies and gentlemen, right
You're
here.
welcome.
They're not surprised.
So speaking of serving people,
Oh, Lord.
my segue as a segue. My
Oh
tip
my
this
goodness, you
evening.
did my tip.
I did. This
Why am
evening,
I trying to clap?
my tip, we're gonna talk about sex worker etiquette. And I'm sure that some people are probably like, the fuck does that even mean? Here's what it means. First of all, I'm gonna preface
Get
this
into it.
with sex work is work. Period, full stop. There's
What's a full
no
stop?
there's no debating this. And so examples of sex workers are strippers. Professional.
I think they prefer exotic dancers now.
No, but I don't people call themselves strippers.
Oh.
Strippers. They strip. They're strippers.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough.
Some of them don't come out.
Professional doms,
They're just...
escorts, things of that nature. These are all people that provide some sort of a sexual service for other people and get paid to do so. They just like any other service provider. So you've got bartenders, you've got servers, you've got groomers, you've got hairstylists. Those are all people that provide a service. Sex workers do the same thing. And the thing of it is that you know how to behave when you go and sit down at a barbershop or when you get down, you get your hair done or whatever. You know that you don't skip the line. You know that you tip your people, all of that shit. Same kind of general things apply when dealing with sex workers, except even more so because oftentimes they're in various stages of undress. So, we're going to talk about some basic rules of etiquette when you're dealing with sex workers, and whether that sex worker is a stripper or whether that sex worker is an escort. Basically, the same rules kind of apply. So, first of all, is do not touch. If you are invited to do so, excellent. That mostly goes for people like strippers or professional doms. These are people that are going to be in very close proximity to you, often either mostly naked or dressed provocatively or whatever. Just because a person is literally this close and has no clothes on you does not mean that you get to just touch them and do whatever. You
don't touch their hair.
With oh god,
Very that.
With strippers, just because you put $1 in their thong does not mean that it's a blanket consent for you to do whatever you want. That's not how it goes. You don't grope your server just because, here's your dinner. I'm going to tip
Unless
you.
you're Agent Orange. Maybe it's a requirement.
Nah, share this with your Trump supporters, please, so that, they understand the rights and wrongs of this. I'm just saying. I've seen several articles that have interviewed strippers, and they've actually said that, when you think it's funny to book a stripper for your friend that's really not comfortable with it, don't do that. Don't fucking do that. It's still a consent thing. You're surprising this friend who is not comfortable with it with essentially a naked person that is going to be, that their job literally is to
get naked.
Right. They're not okay with it, so it makes everything very uncomfortable. You may think it's hysterical to watch your friend be all awkward and not okay with it, but the stripper's not having fun, your friend isn't having fun. So don't fucking do it. That's like hiring an escort for somebody who has no desire to sleep with someone, but you think it's really cute, so go ahead. I'm gonna watch and laugh while
Or hiring an escort for somebody that has nowhere to go.
Right. Don't do that.
That's sad.
Don't do that. It's.
I'm so sorry.
Consent is a thing. If you are hiring someone for actual sex, like an escort, make sure that everything is discussed beforehand. The expectations on both sides. Is it just sex? Will there be a dinner or something? Because that absolutely happens. If someone is an escort, oftentimes the patron will pay for dinner. Is dinner going to happen before or after? Whatever it is. Make sure that all expectations are discussed and agreed upon beforehand. Don't spring a surprise on them, because that's not okay. I think almost every escort I have ever known has said that hygiene is extremely important when someone is hiring an escort. You have to make sure that if you are doing the hiring, make sure that you are clean. And understandably, there are folks that have different fetishes in regards to things like body odor.
Appropriately clean.
Correct.
For what you're hiring for.
Correct. So
yeah,
you don't have to be
very much that.
bathed in lavender and shit, but
lavender.
Just saying.
I mean,
make sure your hands are clean. Make sure that your nails aren't all fucking gross and disgusting. And,
I just put makeup on. Dang.
I'm just saying.
We're not hiring you.
Clean yourself up. Brush your fucking teeth. You're just because you are paying this person for a service doesn't mean that they are obligated to put up with your nastiness. Just saying. Again, I think every escort that I have ever known or that I've ever spoken to insist on safe sex. Period.
Isn't that it's kind of more emphasized too, especially if you hire an escort off of certain websites, they require that the escort does not participate in.
No, and for I think just about everybody, that's a deal breaker. Condoms are a must, and it's not only for the customer's safety, it is for the escort safety, it is for anybody else that you are having sex with safety. Just because, and it's not negotiable. Don't try to
pay
extra. No, that's not going to happen. Don't try to pay extra to be able to take the condom off. Don't try to talk them into not using a condom. Don't do that.
Not do that.
Which, truthfully, if you've already discussed this sort of thing ahead of time, you already know what the deal is.
Correct.
You can probably find a sex worker that may be willing to.
But most of the time, it's already noted.
Right. Like, this is something that if you're going to engage, that you should be talking about ahead of time.
Correct.
And you should already know. So by the time your date or your appointment happens, that you are ready to go. Typically, a sex worker will give you their list of expectations and, hard limits. This is what absolutely will not be okay. This is what I'm sort of okay with, etc.
Respect their time.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's
big...
the other thing. If you hire a sex worker, it's not just the time that they're there; it's the time that they take to travel. If you are expecting them to travel, especially if it's a fairly significant distance,
there's people that get on planes,
and pay for that travel because that's time that they are taking out to go do whatever it is. Most sex workers will work under a pseudonym, stage name, whatever it is. You do not get to ask for personal details. You don't get to ask for their personal contact info or their real name, anything like that. Some may have a separate phone or a separate phone number, depending on whether they work through an agency or whether they are independently contracted.
Freelancers.
Some may have that sort of deal, in which case, if they want you to have it, they will give it to you.
Don't beg.
No. If they don't want you to have it, you're not going to have it. And you don't get to try and impede on their privacy just because you think that you had
the right.
Right. That's no.
You buy somebody doesn't mean you buy them.
You're purchasing a service, not a person.
Correct.
We don't sell people anymore, so you're purchasing.
Right. You're purchasing a service, just like you are getting a haircut. It's the same fucking thing. And being a sex worker comes with far more risks than being a fucking hairstylist. So their safety is what comes first. So that's how that
people
works.
People.
Another thing is don't ask for discounts.
Ooh.
Don't assume that because you've now seen this person 3 times or whatever it is that you can be like, hey, so can I just can I get a freebie or what? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Let them offer the punch card. Don't just come in with your own made up.
Right.
Hey, buy 5, 6 ones free. Not really a thing.
No, that's not how that works. You respect their time just like you would. You're not going to walk into any sort of, your hairstylist and just be like, hey, so since I've been here now, 3 times, that means I get a free haircut, right? No, not how that works.
My hairstylist doesn't have a punch card.
So there's that. If you're booking directly with a sex worker, whether it's whether it's a stripper, whether it is an escort, whatever it is, whether it's a professional dom, make sure that you have the fee ready and up front.
Don't some require you to pay before? In
fact, you should, because that just opens up a whole door.
You don't pay.
That's risky.
Some of those things.
Yeah. I know some sex workers who, if you refuse to pay up front, they will leave. Done. They're not going to bargain with you and negotiate. You pay up front, and you pay in cash. You don't pay them in drugs, you don't pay them in alcohol, and you don't be like, here, you can have this. This is good, right? No.
When people tried to book us.
Right.
I don't want no drink.
You don't book a sex worker and give them drink tickets. Sex workers.
Can't you give a drink ticket as a tip?
As a tip, sure, if you want to.
Hey, yeah.
But no. You make sure that you have the agreed on rate up front in cash. You hand it to them, and that's it. That takes a lot of that shit off the table, and then you can just enjoy yourselves. You don't have to worry about the money afterwards. And, of course, the most important thing when dealing with any of it is no means no.
You can't pay as you go, Marissa says.
Yeah, you can't pay as you go. That's
not
how that goes.
Pay as you go?
And
there's no layaway either.
Just insert another quarter as you're going.
No.
That's not what that slot is for.
Whoa!
Whoa! My God.
But yes, no means no. Doesn't matter what the situation is. Doesn't matter where you are at in the situation.
Consent is sexy.
If your person, whether it be a stripper, whether it be a professional dom, whether it be an escort, whether it be any other type of sex worker, if whatever is happening is not okay and they say no,
walk away.
That's it. There is no discussion. You do not try to convince them otherwise. You do not say, well, what if I throw another 20 in there? No.
Not a 20.
Like,
Just a 20?
No means no. And
don't
that
even
is
ask.
key. And I have, like, if you are a sex worker and you say no and they keep pushing, I fucking take that money, get the fuck out of there. Like, they broke the agreement. The customer broke the agreement. You do not, like, that's, no. So, yeah, there you go. For those of you that may be considering or have used a sex worker, whether it be a stripper or whatever, there's some basic guidelines for you. Now, don't fuck it up. Just
Now
saying.
go out there and get you a sex
And
worker.
remember that sex work is
Real work.
Like, it is actual work.
Taxpayers. They do.
Sometimes, yeah, they do. Because a lot of them are own like an LLC, or they, you know what I mean? Like, they actually
They do
have
their
themselves
thing.
a little business, and yeah. So,
I watched a documentary of a sex worker that works like as an escort. I think maybe I told you about this. She works as an escort and she works online. That she sends like her used clothes to like various people, and she spends an hour online and she makes 6 figures for like an hour a night wearing just what somebody requested and taking it off.
I'm in the wrong industry.
seriously.
I'm in the wrong. I'm sure I don't
Jesus.
look like that person, but there's somebody for everybody.
You
Honey.
know, I'm sure there's somebody out there that would pay for like my socks or something. Like, there's got to be something.
I mean, she was making some good money.
You know,
Some guy called her up and said, I would like a pair of your socks. And she sent them. And then she got like a wad of money in the mail, like the next week.
I need that shit.
Oh no, I need the money up front, and then I'll send you socks. At least the shipping.
Right?
At least the shipping.
I don't have a V in my thing.
There's no V? Why is there no V?
I don't
There's
know.
plenty of V's.
That I can put on the display.
So you can't have mine.
For the people that listen on the podcast.
They're like, what are you even talking about? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, do we want to talk about current events?
So, what have we got going on? Okay, so, what was it? Was it,
Last night was the Democratic primary in New Hampshire?
It was New Hampshire, and Bernie won.
Yes.
I
By
believe.
the skin of his
And
flailing skin.
I think,
You ever seen the beard?
I think Biden needs to be done. I think he just needs to.
So my biggest surprise, because
kind of creeps me out anyway.
the weirdest thing is like there's so many people on, and maybe this shouldn't be a gauge for me, but there's so many people on social media that are like Warren, and then they're like, you know, the burners, Warren, burners, Warren, and then you look at the poll and you're like,
To be fair, how many people do you know that live in New Hampshire, sis?
I know one.
Right, there's that.
I mean, but...
Or Iowa.
So what I wanted to find out is what you guys think of, like, I know those are, like, the first 2 states, because they're...
It's really not surprising. I think that the three front runners, as you see the
And they kept saying it on the news last night, because we both can't say his last name, but is it...
It's
Buttigieg?
Buttigieg or Buttigieg.
Yeah, like that.
Buttigieg.
And I was like, oh my god, that's horrible.
But
President
I think that
Get your Buttigieg over here.
I think as more states go through and you know, get all that out there, I think you're gonna find the top 3, and I think it's gonna fluctuate, but I think the top 3 are gonna be Buttigieg, Sanders, and Warren. I think Biden needs to call it quits.
Who's the Amy lady? I had never heard of her.
Klobuchar.
We need people with easy last names to be running for this stuff.
Right? Americans aren't going to vote for somebody they can't pronounce.
You don't have to. You just make up a nickname.
So yeah, I think the front runners are gonna end up being those three, and then when it comes down to the actual, so you have Buttigieg, Sanders, and Warren. I think those are gonna be the top three.
That Amy lady was very happy last night.
Out of the three, I don't know
she goes
who is gonna end up winning the Democratic nomination. I think that's gonna be.
Do they use this like data?
Yes.
To determine.
Yes.
These primaries and caucuses and things help to determine superdelegates, and those are what cast ballots for the party's nominee.
Right. So I think it's gonna be interesting. I am concerned that
Andrew Yang did drop out.
He did. Yeah, Andrew Yang just dropped out.
He was not gaining any. He was at first. Everybody was like, "Yes," and then
he missed his market. He missed his time as I'm a business owner. So now that was 4 years ago, bro. You missed the boat.
What about who's the one that keeps showing up on my?
You know who I wish would have stayed in? It's Castro. I liked him.
Do you think he would have survived?
No, I don't think he would have survived.
I don't think he would have, but I think he should have. Is the
I mean, even if he had made it to the.
I think that. The thing is that I think that people are so hung up on like Sanders and Warren that.
You think he gonna sneak in there?
That's the thing. I don't think anybody would have. I think that no matter who was running, I think it probably would have ended up coming down to Sanders and Warren. I'm not sold on Buttigieg. I think anybody that goes into a gay bar and then makes the drag queens hide until they're done.
What? I'm sorry.
So he's always maintained that he's not one of those gays.
What that mean?
He went to a gay bar.
Is he one of those ones that doesn't like it in the booty hole?
No, he went to a gay bar. There was a drag show happening.
Just kidding.
While he was in the gay bar and the press was with him, he told the drag queens they had to stay in the back.
Why was that?
Until he was done. Because he doesn't want to be associated with that kind of gay.
What that mean? What kind of gay is that?
Not white and straight-laced and Christian and la 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 la.
I'ma head out.
So that's he's...
Do you think
a lot of people are championing him because he's gay. Just because he's gay doesn't mean he's right.
You can be gay and an asshole.
Correct.
Let me just tell you that right now.
You can be indicted.
He is not. He doesn't have a good track record with POCs in South Bend. So he doesn't have a good track record with the POCs in South Bend.
If the people from your hometown, I just think of it like this. So when people go on American Idol, even if everybody in that town hated you, they all show up to the high school gym and cheer for you in the end.
I hope you win.
If the people in your hometown aren't feeling you, I can't trust you, honey. Right. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
If nobody's coming to the gym for you.
Right. So one that makes me uncomfortable, but he didn't make any traction on the primary was Bloomberg, because the commercial that keeps coming up.
He has an office here in town.
Oh my god!
In downtown Phoenix.
There's a commercial that keeps coming up. It's a black guy that's saying he basically helped black people become more educated or something like that. And I'm like, if I find the commercial, I'm sharing it. Because it makes me just feel like
with transphobic locker room talk.
I just saw a commercial with Bloomberg, and he had Obama on the commercial. I said, "No, Uncle Barry!"
Oh no! I
didn't hear the whole thing because I was in and out of the room. But
we get Vivica and Melilla tonight.
Yeah, wow. I was like, he did
can't.
that. He sure enough had Uncle Barry.
He gives me very uncomfortable heebie-jeebies.
You go
he
meet
needs
him.
to go away.
No, thanks.
He needs to go away. Biden needs to just admit defeat and go away. I'm not keen on
Not
Biden.
Uncle Joe.
Yeah.
Good old Uncle Joe.
No,
Uncle Joe.
he's got issues. I think it's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to Sanders and Warren.
I don't trust him.
I'm very nervous about that because these fucking burners are what killed it for us last time.
And if Bernie has a heart attack,
let's face it. Bernie is not young. Like he's.
You've been in Congress my whole life and shit ain't changed. You got all these magical ideas, and I'm 33 years old. You've been.
I'm still waiting.
I'm sorry. Like I just can't. I can't. Like even Biden, he's the same way with me. Like
right.
If you've been in public office in some capacity for my entire adult life or longer, and all of these magical ideas that you've suddenly just thought of.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about, oh, we're going to do this. Why didn't we do that 10 years ago? And how much is a gallon of milk? You don't know. So I can't trust you.
I wish that if Sanders were going to run, I wish he would run under like the independent because
he can't.
I know, but that's the thing. He's not a Democrat. He's very openly not a Democrat. So
how does that?
If he wants to run, let him run as a fucking independent or whatever it is. But he's running under the false party, which I think I'm like, if you think he's gonna win,
Obama is endorsing Bloomberg.
Like, if you think he's gonna win, then let him run as an independent and vote for him as an independent. Like, just do that, you know. Other than
I haven't seen anybody.
I don't know. I don't watch TV, so I don't have any.
I am with Elizabeth Ann Warren. The end. The end. If she doesn't get the nomination, I will begrudgingly vote for whoever does because I just can't with anything else. But I'm with her.
Okay,
I think Elizabeth Ann Warren.
With that being said, I was very scared when I went to the other side and looked at the Republican side.
Oh, I'm like, what other side is? What's going on? What other side?
And it was like all the delegates voted for Agent Orange, and then this one little guy down here, like one delegate. And I was like, ooh, who is that? Ooh, you getting fired?
No. I would prefer Warren. But
switched on us.
But again, at this point, whoever gets the Democratic nomination is who I will be voting for because anything at this point is better than what we currently have.
Yes.
You know, a fucking shoe would be better than what we have. So
you shut your mouth.
I would rather vote for a shoe. I would
be out here voting for Bert and Ernie.
I will write a shoe in if I have to.
You better not write nothing in.
Get it? He's a shoe in.
No,
it's a shoe in. It's a shoe in. He's a shoe in.
I can't.
People
listening, don't fall for that. That wasn't funny.
It's a shoe in.
That wasn't funny.
Y'all.
Maybe a shoe in.
No.
Just because you keep
I saw that one coming and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. No, don't laugh!
How do we delete these people? How do we?
She's a top fan. I can't delete her.
I'm funny. I admit it. So so that's that. Do you want to talk a little bit about Teddy and the things and stuff?
Who's Teddy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's wearing
might be that Teddy Michaels. That guy with the S.
Ooh.
He might owe me some money, honey. I don't know.
Autocorrect almost made that an S. And I was
like,
ooh.
They be trying it.
Well, you've been on the show before. Oh, you were just at the onesie?
I did slip into the onesie.
But we didn't get to talk about you.
No, we didn't.
That's
talk
because we
about
talked
me.
for 15 minutes without anybody hearing us. We could
we did talk about you, but they didn't hear it.
We could have talked about him for 15 fucking minutes. And
you guys will never know. That was it.
Ta-da.
That was it. Ta-da, bye.
That's it. Yep, that's all we got.
Thanks for watching.
So,
for those that haven't seen you or know about you, tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, I have been...
Okay, that's enough.
Really?
Anyway.
Really? During Black History Month, though? Really, though? When Felicia reached out and was like, oh, would you like to come back on the show? I said, only in Black History Month.
True
well, that's the only time we thought
You're lying, but okay.
You was here in December.
I was January.
It was January.
It was January. I usually put it in December.
Oh, well.
I don't schedule very well this year.
It was January.
What's Sophia say?
What is that
I don't know.
giant plate around St. Michael's neck?
That was our hors
Well-
d'oeuvre plate. We had like cheesecake bites on it earlier, and
You know I don't eat cheesecake.
And we had macarons, and you know.
Oh, that's like Zumbo.
Mm.
Zumbo's just desserts. Get into it.
That
No, I don't work for them.
Okay.
I don't work for them. I just watch the show. I just watch the show. This giant plate is actually my... Really? Evelyn, we gonna wait for you. Let us know when you're ready. Because I'm upset.
Ba-dum-bum. You're welcome. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
I'm shutting all this off. Okay.
If we lose power... What's that one? Just
Doesn't
set us
matter.
off.
My joke was already out there, so.
It is. It's out there forever now. It's out there forever.
Anyway, yes.
Yes.
About the
If
plate.
I hear it on the radio tomorrow, I'll be like, "You watch our show?"
But this plate is because this is my medallion for Gay Male Entertainer of America. It's a title I won last
Are you
August. On occasion.
On occasion.
On occasion.
Same. I have to say I'm an equal opportunity
Occasion.
employer.
Sophia wants to know, is it from the Great British Bake Off?
No, this is smaller than the Great British.
Oh, and then Vivica's mom wants to know if it's a snort plate.
What?
Put your lines on it.
No!
Oh my god, they're coming for your plate!
You know, it's a lot more sanitary though than just putting it like on the back of a toilet. At least
I
you have
mean,
it here.
I
and
guess,
you could
but
just use
no! My God! No! This is a legitimate piece of history, if you will.
Oh fuck!
Felicia down.
That
Felicia
shit-
down.
Knock all the lights. The lights are gonna come crashing down. Everything's broken. And that's our show. Good night, folks.
Oh
damn.
wow! Come on back. Come on back. No, this is my official medallion as Gay Male Entertainer of America. It's a national competition based out of Las Vegas. We have our competitions in August of each year. So
Ooh,
my
August,
step
I got
down.
time to run.
You do.
You should.
My step down is August 2nd, and also again in Las Vegas. And this
I probably need another title by that point. So.
you will. You won't have nothing to do.
I won't. I'll have nothing.
Come on down.
Nothing. Yeah.
Come on down.
Yeah.
But similarly to Freddy's title, this is a national
What's wrong with
level
my lashes?
competition.
Wow!
He even called you out.
They're really coming for you today. I'm here for it.
I don't
enjoy
see
it.
nothing wrong.
I enjoy it.
Whoa. It's all about you. Go ahead.
But national level competition, and my division, Gay Male Entertainer of America, is coincidentally open to anyone whose on-stage persona identifies as male. So it doesn't matter your designation or your assigned birth, gender, or sex. You can be assigned female, assigned male at birth, and you can still compete to be the next Gay Male Entertainer of America. The tenets of the system and of the title are all about entertainment and professionalism.
So how'd you win?
Just snuck on in there. Just snuck on in there.
Oh, did you like that?
I just
Wow.
skirt on in there.
Wow.
Like that. Very much.
So August
Very
2nd
much so.
is the...
Yes,
the-
August 2nd is the next competition. There are actually 3 titles part of this system. Mine, Gay Male Entertainer of America. Then there's also Professional Female Impersonator of America. That is for our female or female presenting, feminine of center performers.
Oh, that was very good.
Thank you.
Wow.
As well as Legendary Female Impersonator of America for our female presenting, feminine of center performers that are age 40 and over.
Not that.
No, that's
no,
not you,
can't
girl.
run for that, no.
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm still young.
That's not you.
Please, Sophia, called you.
Sophia said I was the only contestant. That's actually funny that we mentioned that because there's another you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because in order to win it, you actually have to be in it, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's so nice.
What's
Good.
Look at all this happening downstairs. That's exciting over here. Look, there's nails on the floor. Do you need a nail?
I don't know
Yes,
who was
I need
here,
a
but
nail.
there's almost a full set over there.
The fuck?
They're for sale on Patreon. Patreon.com/Let's Have a Fifi.
And
If
I
you
don't
would
wear
like to
fake
purchase,
nails, so I wonder where they came from.
They're not
these
mine.
nail sets.
We'll sell them on the OnlyFans. Someone must be into that kind of thing.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Oh.
You could do what? I missed what we was talking about.
She could compete.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you could.
You could compete
Mhm.
for the.
Ooh, mother-daughter titles.
Oh, there you go. Get both of them to compete.
Yes.
What was that dance you just did?
Please don't ask questions.
That's
Don't.
wow.
Oh.
She came out to celebrate.
What's that? Mm.
Oh my god.
Mm. Wow.
She's part of the Sun City Centers.
Yes. My experience so far during my reign has actually been pretty good. One of the things that we're required to do is to attend national walks of recognition at other systems. So it's been a lot of fun to meet folks that maybe I've only interacted with online, only stalked on the internet. Ooh, they're so fancy, etc. But
Wait, at first I thought you said, ooh, they so fake.
they're so fancy.
Oh.
I mean, some people are fake, but I mean that's
A
that's,
light snack.
That's how
Sophia
it
wants
is.
to know if we have cookies. No, we don't have
No,
cookies.
why are you
Where?
always looking
Why
for
would I have
snacks?
cookies? We had Chipotle.
Yes, we had Chipotle. It was filling.
Right.
Chipotle.
Don't need.
Chipotle is my life.
Chipotle. Yes, going to those national walks of recognition, lots of fun, meeting other people, networking, going to pageants that in the past I've only seen on social media or only heard of, and actually being there live to see the competition. I went to Miss Continental for the first time, and it was amazing.
That's what I've heard. I've heard Continental's a good one.
People
Is it
were like
fast?
texting me. It is very efficient. It is very fast, and it like I was kind of as I go on these different. I'm not like huge into like pictures and videos and stuff like that.
No, in fact, you don't have
And-
to take pictures of Teddy. All you have to do is draw him as a stick figure, and Facebook will
Correct.
automatically tag him.
A skinny black bald stick figure. Then it will tag me.
No,
True story.
today it tried
But-
to make it into a cone head.
Today it came from my forehead.
Yeah,
Facebook
it's
did.
that, ooh.
Facebook did. Absolutely.
That's kind of funny. Tell us about your
Why is
what?
she coming for you tonight?
What did she say? Tell us
She
about
said,
your...
tell us about your lovely fabric, Teddy.
What?
This is what happens when people are sick and they get on the internet.
Is she sick?
She said she was sick.
Mm.
She look like she able now.
Mm.
They always are.
Mm. Mm.
Oh,
She's just laying in bed doing this.
that was me on Sunday.
That was just.
I was. Can't use this one.
Because who she had her massage was too deep.
He's just jealous because they ain't got one.
Correct! Yes,
Oh.
you're right. I am jealous because I haven't gotten a massage.
Who's petty?
Nobody here's petty. What are you talking about?
She was replying to Sophia.
Oh.
It's-
It's who
Empress,
drinking?
is she drinking? I don't know. That's your queen mother. You better call her. Go on, call her.
Shady.
Mhm.
Sounds shady.
Nobody's shady. So, where can folks find you then if they're trying to, watch
Stalk
do
you.
things?
Find you on
If you
escort
can,
sites.
you can find me actually this weekend at 6 p.m. at BS West. I will be part of the Empress's Ball. I'm part of the Imperial Court of Arizona, and one of our events annually is an Empress's Ball to honor our Empress and the Empress's line
That's
of
Saturday,
succession.
right?
So that's this Saturday at 6. And if you missed that because you're like, getting your hair done, having a massage, etc., at 10:30, I will be at Cruisin' 7th with
Oh,
Lady
so
Christian.
now you can stay up past 10 o'clock.
Now I can
Blah,
stay
blah,
up.
Blah. I'm sorry, I'm busy.
and be at the Cruising on 7th this
When we
Saturday.
get done, we gotta get done.
So
and we'll be tired. By
yes,
Right, I will be tired.
if you are not too tired, because I don't want to keep you.
Oh, you won't.
I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you.
You won't. Mm-mm.
And this Sunday, I will not be performing, but I will be
Telling the
assisting.
gospel?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I will be stage managing and assisting at Royal Continental and Arizona Continental.
Where's that at?
That will be this Sunday, the 16th, at Valley Bar in downtown Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to be.
It's going to be a lovely competition.
Sophia's drinking NyQuil. That explains a lot.
The whole bottle?
Don't worry, y'all. We don't have it like that. We ain't got real NyQuil. It's the Kroger brand, watered down.
It's grape juice, just in the. It's like.
Yes, Anita, my word. Anita To Go Box Christian, Empress 14 of the Imperial Court of Arizona, will also be in the show at Cruising on 7th.
Oh, she's making sure you put a good word in for her.
Damn.
Wow.
This Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Are we still in Mountain Time?
Yeah.
We are.
At least for a little bit.
For just a scotch longer. Anita,
good night. Good night, Brooklyn.
I don't know. We'll post the flyer.
Right.
Lisa, St. Laurent.
I know there's a few people.
Diana Prince from Las Vegas, Nevada will also be there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't actually have anything going on this weekend, which I'm very excited about.
Because we gotta rest up for the weekend after that.
I'm gonna sleep from, because on February 22nd,
Lord Jesus.
I don't know, why do we do these things? Oh, on the
For the
21st,
children.
we forgot to put it on there.
Yes.
So on the 21st,
Amen.
Felicia and I are going to be at the 3-year anniversary of La Guitarra. They're doing like a live auction and some stuff
It's
and
called
stuff.
the Bazaar.
It's the Bazaar.
Because we are bizarre.
So that's happening on the 21st on La Guitarra. So go and support that if you can and whatever. And then because we're gluttons for punishment or just stupid, I don't know why we agreed to do the thing on the 21st when we have to get up at literally 3 o'clock in the morning on the 22nd to put a face on to drive to Bisbee for the Drag Queen Story Hour that's happening in Bisbee.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm excited about.
You don't sound excited.
No, I am. I'm excited about I'm not excited about the getting up and driving. That I'm not so excited about. But I am excited for the event because I love the story hours.
Love the keys.
February 28th, I am at C7 for TGIF, hosted by Espresso Grande.
Oh, you guys just keep going back and forth on the...
I can try to stay up and go to that one.
Oh, thank you. February 29th.
That's on a Friday, so you know.
You can take a nap on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
February 29th, I'm at Opulence at Stacy's.
So
That's earlier. That's at 8 o'clock.
Oh, you're right. I could
go to that one.
probably make it over there tonight.
And then on March 1st, I have the 10th annual Miss Gay Supernova USofA newcomer at the Rock at 5 p.m. And then our next drag bingo and cats. So if you know the Sun City Centers and Grey Goose Granny, you'll want to get your tickets now before they snatch them all up.
Indeed. And it is our annual St. Patrick's Day. So wear your green. Lots of green. It's always a good time.
We know that it's not on St. Patrick's Day.
It's
We're
close
aware.
enough. We have other shit happening.
Sophia wants to know if we have Valentine's Day plans.
Actually, she asked what is everyone VD Day plans.
I
don't know what VD Day is, but I'm staying away from it.
Sounds strong. Sounds
so
strong.
because I am single and whatever, I'm actually just going to line dancing at Boycott, and then I'm going home because I have to sleep in because I have stuff on Saturday.
What if you meet a friend there? People on Valentine's Day when they single and they go out and they do the drinking and
What
things.
is this? Let me see this. Let me get out of here.
I don't know. Oh my God, I forgot. On Saturday, I also am going to be at
No,
AGRA.
That's it.
You had your chance. You don't get to...
I'm going to be... What did I say before we started this? That today this is my show? And I've been awful generous. I've been awful generous. Awful generous.
Oh, shit.
But Yes, this weekend is AGRA. So if people are interested in the gay rodeo, it's out at Corona Ranch. And I will be there Saturday morning doing... I'm not even quite sure what I'm doing. But I'll be volunteering with the Phoenix Gay Flag Football League.
Are the flags gay or the footballs?
All of the above. All of the above.
Just,
They brought our show the third season.
I vaguely remember that, yeah. It was a long time ago.
We sat on the couch.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. We're getting old.
Let's see, upcoming guests. We have Tay D. Diamond, who is Miss Supreme Pride. We have Anahi Norell, who is Miss Gay Supernova USofA newcomer. Vivica Taylor Stratton, who is our current Miss Arizona USofA diva. Peppermint Schnapps is going to be on. She is a fantastic burlesque performer.
I didn't write the full name. I was looking at that as you read it. I was like,
Peppermint Schnapps. She's a fantastic burlesque performer here in Arizona.
It's too late.
And Tracy Michaels, who is your current Mr. New Mexico USofA MI, will be on.
Is it I or E?
It's 2 words.
I was asking you just...
Mint, yes. There you go. Do you not know how to spell mint?
Sometimes people spell different.
Exactly.
Thank you again to our sponsors, wigsofakind.com. Marissa's got some stuff that she is selling. I've shared at least one of them. So go check out her stuff, get some new hair. And the burlybarbers.com.
Make sure you make an appointment.
Yes, make an appointment. They get busy. If you just drop in, don't expect them to...
They're not going to drop things for you.
I got my hair did on Thursday. Felicia got her hair did on Saturday. That must have been before she injured herself.
It was actually.
Whoa,
what's this? What's
Let me read it because I'm practicing my reading and stuff, y'all. Marissa said, can you please make sure everyone knows that...
Can you expand that, Felicia?
Her business page is Wigs of a Kind altogether on Facebook, not wigs space of space kind.com on Facebook. She is not affiliated with that page.
And they have all my wig pics and are taking my money of innocent... Oh my God, Marissa, you need to... Ooh, we need to talk about that.
So make sure that you're looking for Wigs of a Kind on Facebook. It's one word. If you go to Facebook and you're looking for wigsofakind.com, that is not her. Don't order from them.
Actually, let's report that page because they're
there we go. In fact, go to wigsofakind.com on Facebook and report that page.
We don't like thieves, so we're going to report them.
Right, we can totally do that.
They're bad
so yeah, that's not good. We don't want that.
That's her.
We support...
Let's see.
We're looking for the bad ones.
We are looking for the bad ones, so we can report it. But make sure that you are going to the right one. If you are unsure of whether you are looking at the right page or not, let us, we can let you know. Just ask. But definitely go and find Weeks of a Kind and Marissa on Facebook and get some new hair. She does fantastic work. Special thanks to those of us that support, those of you that support us on Patreon: Brandon, Bess, Leanne, Carrie, Corey, Casey Starr, Patricia Mason, Allison, and Joan. I need to try and log in, by the way. We forgot to do that last week. If you want to support us, you can at patreon.com/let'shaveafefe.
Get you a new set of nails from the floor.
This
is the studio.
We can work that out.
We can make that happen.
If you're into it.
Make sure that you like this episode, subscribe, and share it with all your friends and enemies and Trump supporters. They love us.
They do. They like to report our videos on YouTube.
They do, yeah. If you want to listen without the mess of actually having to look at us, which, let's face it, I don't really blame you, you can subscribe to us as a podcast and listen to us without all the mess. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and more.
I found us on... Somebody sent me a screenshot. There's an app called Entail or something like that. We're on that too. I didn't realize we're at all the places.
Look at you blowing up.
We are all the places.
Yeah, I just need to update it more often. It was horrible.
Hi,
Eddie Omega.
Hi, Eddie. It's 9 o'clock. Thanks for joining us.
You're in the same time zone?
Totally fine.
What's your excuse?
It's fine. Whatever.
Where are we at?
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagrams.
Special thanks to our special guest,
still haven't
Teddy
changed
Michael.
that.
No! Call me Khalil. He's handsome. And I love Khalil. I will see him this weekend.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, tell him we said hi.
No.
He knows us.
No.
He does.
He
know
loves us.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, he said this was the best show that he's ever done.
Oh, I don't like Khalil no more.
Mm.
I'm just kidding. I'll see you soon.
And thank you to everybody who watches us live and on the replay.
We'll see you next week. I didn't change who was gonna be here next week.
It's fine.
Tay.
It should be. I think it's
It's
Tay.
Tay.
Miss Supreme.
Why do I know? I don't
Tay.
work here. I'm just like
None of us do.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you next Wednesday.
Yay!